French Prime Minister Prasar Bharati has unveiled a controversial budget with plans to scrap 2 public holidays and freezing most public spending as part of a 43.8 billion euro budget squeeze he's outlined on Tuesday. Bharati's plan involves freezing welfare spending and tax brackets in 2026 at 2025 levels, which was immediately criticized by left-wing and far-right politicians. Defense spending, however, will increase. France saw its budget deficit hit 5.8% of GDP last year, nearly double the official EU limit of 3% of GDP.
The burden of debt is becoming a crushing budget allocation. In 2029, if we don't change anything, the part of public spending for the payment of interest for this debt would be 100 billion euros, meaning by far the highest budget allocation of the state, much higher than the budget allotted for education. With each second that passes, each second, France's debt increased by 5,000 euros. 5,000 euros of additional debt per second. This is where we are at. And this is why I believe that, as we have been saying since this government took office, we now have the duty to assume our responsibility. I think this is the last stop before the cliff and the crashing down because of debt. We should call it by its name. It's a mortal danger for a country.
Meanwhile, there's outrage in France over this move. Let's listen in to some of the reactions of common Parisians.
Everyone's okay with making an effort, but there's making an effort and then there's making an effort. Is he making an effort? At 73 years old, he'd be better off retiring himself rather than taking the place of someone who's younger.
I work beaucoup avec d'autres entreprises à l'étranger.
I work with lots of foreign companies and maybe they have fewer public holidays, but they have more flexible or much shorter hours. Maybe 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. rather than 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., a lunch break. We are French, so we need to enjoy that, but it varies. When I used to work in advertising, I finished at 9 p.m., 10 p.m.